What is up? How is everybody doing? It is Saturday afternoon at 11:20 in the morning. Holy macaroni. I had a little bit of a debate as to where I was going to go live, and we decided on here. And the reason why we've decided on going here versus anywhere else is because, well, if I went live with Twitch on this, I don't know how they would feel, because I feel like this may bring up a little bit of scrutiny and some problems with my channel. So I decided to go here, hoping that, well, I don't get too much buyer's remorse after showing you these articles. So before we jump this off, I'll just say happy morning to everybody inside of chat. Oh, it's going to be a fun time, man. It's going to be an awkward show, to say the least. Is it weird that my tattoo is scabbing and you could see the ink in the scab? Would you look at that? That is unique. An actual black scab from the black ink. Wow, that makes me feel like I'm getting super old. No. Bree, look at this. It's quite literally like black scabs.
Oh, that's odd.
It's like the ink is coming out of my skin.
Is that attributed to age?
Is that age? Yeah, that's when your skin gets so wrinkly that it doesn't know where else to go but out. Everything gets saggy. Hello, Judy, John, Ryan, Alicia, Dan. Some of these people I don't know. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Shout out, what's going on, brother? Church, Michael Quirk. Okay, so as the title suggests, that's exactly what we're going to be going over. Coronavirus vaccines. Well, normally I cover these things on Twitch. I do. It's just that, I'm not going to be live for super long. I just really wanted to share these articles with you. Not that I'm one of these people that are going to get the vaccine, but essentially it has came down to what some senators and Congress people want to do is make it where I'm going to show you some articles. I'm going to show you some videos. We'll go over all of that. But basically what they want to do ideally is for you to get the vaccine, to take a picture of the UPC, and then later on down the road, if you want to validate that you have been vaccinated, you show them a UPC or a scan code as if you were part of the Holocaust. Now, I don't want people to take what I just said and take that to an extreme. I'll get to it. To an extreme, because one, well, the Holocaust people died. Well, coronavirus people died too, but not. I don't know if anybody died from the vaccine, but an individual named Andrew Yang basically wants people to have a UPC so they could trace who was vaccinated and who was not. Of course, this is where we're going to go. But yeah, this is super interesting. I'm going to show you the first article that we're going to go down to right here. It's actually a video, but I'm going to play it while we're live. Stand by. Hopefully this works. I don't see why it wouldn't. So this is a video called Debate Over Whether COVID. It is a little bit small, but you're going to have to deal with it. It's just the way that it is. Why am I saying what way? Debate over whether COVID-19 vaccine should be distributed based on race. Let me take a second here to just stop for a moment. What are we doing? Why is it always about race? It doesn't matter what we're talking about. It could be a fight between two people, and then race gets involved. It could be a crime between 5 people. Race gets involved. No matter what, race is always the target. Now, this is coming from Fox, but we're going to watch this together because I am super interested to see what they're going to say about this.
Welcome back. Well, a second COVID-19 vaccine receiving approval from the FDA, with distribution starting as soon as Monday. But some are now arguing over who should get the vaccines first, the elderly or minorities. Here to discuss, former Vanderbilt professor and Black Voices for Trump advisory board member, Dr. Carol Swain. Doctor, thank you so much for being here, and Merry Christmas. We always love having you. Before we get you to answer those questions, let me read what was said in the New York Times and the Washington Post to give some context to this argument. Here's Harold Smith. He's an ethics expert in the New York Times saying, older populations are whiter society is structured in a way that enables them to live longer instead of giving additional health benefits.
All right, let me just stop that right there. So older population is whiter. So I know what they're going to say. They're going to say that the older people, should not get it before the minorities, because the minorities have longer time to live. Now, when the vaccine was originally announced, the idea was it to go to the old people because those are the people that are dropping like flies. The minorities, albeit, well, depending on their age, obviously, but people that are of younger or 30s or 40s have a better likelihood of surviving than someone that is older. So therefore, when the vaccine comes out, it should go to, in this order, specifically elder people, regardless of race, whatever you are, and then go down to the people that are working with it. That makes sense. And then distribute it however you want to distribute it. I don't think that it should boil down to a certain race getting it before others, but let's just keep this rolling.
To those who already had more of them, we can start to level the playing field a bit. And here's Mark Lipsitch, an infectious disease epidemiologist at Harvard, saying teachers have middle-class salaries and are very often white and have college degrees. Of course, they should be treated better, but they are not among the most mistreated of workers. Carol, how did a discussion about a vaccine become a discussion about race?
Well, with critical race theory, everything is about race, and it saddens me that we have abandoned our core principles. And what you find taking place all across America under the guise of diversity, equity, inclusion is racism, and it's reverse racism against whites. And I have no respect for the ethicists that I see being touted, because they have no moral grounding. They are not a part of the American Judeo-Christian value system when it comes to our belief in the sanctity of every human life, that humans are in the image of God. And discrimination is wrong. It's wrong if it's done against people of color, and it's wrong if it's done against whites, and it is against the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment and the Civil Rights laws. And it's time for people to stand up and defend our principles, our values, and one of the important principles is the principle of non-discrimination. It's wrong to discriminate against anyone, and that includes white people.
Carol, do you think they understand that when they are emphasizing race this way, it really is reverse racism? Do they ever have a sense that the more they talk about it, the more they perpetuate it?
They don't care. They absolutely don't care, but the rest of us should. And I believe that this is the time in America when racial and ethnic minorities have to step forward and defend American values and principles, because a lot of white people have been cowarded to the point that they will not stand up for principles. And I don't care whether they're Democrats or Republicans, you see that minorities are being used to pretty much destroy America. When it comes to even, something simple about the right to vote, the fundamental things that the Voting Rights Act covered, all of a sudden that's being used and weaponized against our system. Standards have been lowered to the point that you can get away with anything and say that it's being done for social justice. This is ludicrous, and it's time for more people than me to say this.
You're exactly right. You're a wise woman, Carol. And I also want to congratulate you this morning. You've been named to President Trump named a 7.
Okay, well, I'm not really going to need to get into that, but so you get what they got going on. So essentially what they're talking about is a real thing, and it's not just happening at Fox. This is being reported all over the place. Now, again, we're not going to get into my beliefs of the coronavirus vaccine. That's another stream entirely. But what I do want to share is this little sweet number right here. So this is out of the Washington Post, of course. Where else would it be out of? COVID-19 is devastating communities of color. Can vaccines counter racial inequity? As states wrestle with whether to prioritize essential workers or the elderly, Tennessee is setting aside shots for especially vulnerable areas. So, where's the little line at? Where's the line at, Bree? It's at the end. About the place in Tennessee. The limited supply of shots as most Americans head into winter unprotected from the deadly viruses turn allocation decisions into ethical quandaries. The pandemic, by highlighting how racial fault lines warp the body politic, also offers a moment to address and dismantle those inequalities so that everyone has a fair and just opportunity for health. Accounting for these inequities is, am I saying that right? Inequities. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. That just doesn't sound right. And the state vaccination plans is a moral and economic imperative. All the places where the pandemic has disproportionately harmed people of color, not just Tennessee, are confronting dilemmas but how explicitly immunization should be aimed at rectifying racial inequality. Do you see how, like, no matter where you go, right? Like, if you look up this corona vaccine and the people that are getting it, you're going to see a lot that is argued about race. Why? Why does it matter what you are? I don't understand the argument. I have a real hard time understanding that argument. I haven't seen anything about that, Sinatra. They're also talking about giving people a stimulus check of $1,500 if you get a vaccine.
I didn't hear about that. I had to look that up.
Wait, where did you see that at, Sinatra? I am very interested to see that because that's like bribery. It's like being a fucking test rat. Oh, here, take this. We'll give you $1,500.
Get a $1,500 stimulus check for a COVID vaccine.
No, that can't be right. That's got to be a conspiracy. That can't be real. There's no way that that's real. That's like those medical things where you put that cream on your body and they give you $300. That can't be real.
So, one proposal aims to both
Okay.
to give people $1,500 stimulus checks for getting immunized. The ideal comes from a former Democratic congressman of Maryland who also ran for president in 2020.
Who?
John Delaney.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Basically, that's you getting $1,500 to put a vaccine through your arm that you have no idea what in the fuck if it even works.
That's crazy.
It's a proposal, though.
Yeah, let me see where it's at.
Yeah, I can't comment on that. I don't even know how that's legal. So not only are they paying the pharmaceutical companies, right? I'm assuming that they're requiring the federal government to pay for that since it's mandatory. Well, it's not mandatory, but it's free. So that's that money. And then this Democrat is going to get more money out of the current president because he's Republican. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm taking a poke at this one. And then because he's getting those vaccines for free, basically, let's give them more money. I just this is just crazy shit. This is crazy shit. It's crazy shit.
If Delaney's plan would come into reality, it would work by a person getting a number when they're vaccinated that is entered into a portal with their social security number, and then they're able to get their payment. He says the $400 billion would pay for itself with an economic boost from over 75% of the population being inoculated.
Because they could go back to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's evaluate this. All right, so if you're saying, first off, you have to stipulate that the country can go back to normal if everybody was vaccinated, right? So as soon as you get a vaccination, so let's just say me, number one. As soon as I get the vaccine, within minutes, I go back to work. So that now brings money back into my pocket because I'm working again. And everybody gets vaccinated, so all the money, so it opens up the states quicker. That's the argument that I'm posing for this John Delaney. I could see how that makes sense if that was the requirement. But then what happens is the people that don't want to get the vaccine, well, you're fucked. You're not going to get that $1,500 because you don't want to stick a needle in your arm to get a vaccine for something that either you don't believe in, you want to grow your own natural antibodies to fight this virus, or you've already had it, right? So I think there's a lot of questions that need to be raised there.
It's definitely a bribe because the first sentence is, if you're on the fence about getting vaccinated against the coronavirus, would cash change your mind?
Of course. Of course. It's an attempt to bribe you into getting this vaccine.
And speaking of the vaccine being like mandated, so states can't really mandate it. Like they can't because of religious other kinds of beliefs. But the loophole is specific employers are requiring their employees to get vaccinated to continue to work. Like you could force me to get vaccinated or you have legal grounds for firing me.
Got it. Chase, no, the second one that I linked to you has got nothing to do with priority workers. It's got to do with kids in the ghetto. That's what that's got to do with. The first one that I sent you is about minorities. I don't know if it's necessarily in a field, but the field is irrelevant because the second link that I sent you about Tennessee, they're putting shots aside for people that are in predominantly ghetto type of areas.
That's the Washington Post.
What's up, Oliver? You know, it goes into the old verbiage of what would you do for X amount of money? You know, I'd cut a toe off for $5,000. I don't know if I'd get a vaccine though for 1,500 for a lot of reasons. You know, if I cut my toe off, I know that blade, where I sharpened it at, I know how I sterilized it. I know that it's just a pinky toe, right? It ain't gonna mess up my balance as much as what I'd like to believe it would. So I'll be okay. That's also $5,000. 1,500 to get a vaccine when I don't even get a flu vaccine that's free ever since I was, I don't know, early 20s. I can't see me getting a corona vaccine. Yeah, I went over the whole Bell palsy situation. So the picture you see going around is false. Those people specifically do have Bell's palsy, but those are not from the corona vaccine. The 3 people out of the 4 that reported it never took pictures of what the temporary Bell's palsy that they had. So there is truth in that. It's just not that picture. However, when you post that picture on Facebook, you're going to get hit with a fact check that it's false, when in reality, it is real. Like you can click that link, that fact checker, it will show you it is real. It's just not those specific people. That's the only fake fiction. Right, fiction is fake. That's the only fictitious part of it, is the picture of the people. The Bell's palsy is real, and really, 4 people out of 40,000. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't. You know, if people that take aspirin and die and have heart attacks, when in reality it's supposed to help your heart. Same thing with Tylenol or acetaminophen. You could have lactic acidosis from taking too much acetaminophen. And basically what that is the same type of lactic acid that you have in your muscles when you work out, but it's a little bit different because that deteriorates as that muscle regrows. Lactic acidosis does not deteriorate by itself. I mean, it does, but it's not significant enough for you to recover by yourself without medical intervention. So, I don't think that that's bad. 4 people out of 40,000. Again, that still does not mean that I would take that. Drummer for hire. I don't know, man. That's like conspiracy shit. Um, a lot of that is, you know, I doubt that any medical company with a pronoun name would not, or renowned name, I should say, would not jeopardize their brand to make a shitty vaccine that kills people. That seems like company assassination doing that. Well, Justin, there's already vaccines out there that you take that already modify your DNA anyway. That you were given as a kid. Right, exactly. Sinatra, I feel the same way. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to get a vaccine because everybody else is. I'm not going to be part of the Me Too movement. Never have been, never will be. What's up, Daniel? It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. We already have super centers in New Jersey that are going to be giving out the vaccine. I guess you just go in with your ID and get it. I don't know.
And then your name is taken off the New Jersey list.
Of course. And then your name is stricken off of a list that you got it. Because that's important. If it gets to a point, I will tell you this. I will say this. This might be a far-fetched, but I'm going to tell you this. If they say if you get the vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask, I'll get the vaccine. That's how much I hate the fucking mask. That's how much I fucking hate it. Matter of fact, let me up that ante a little bit. If they say to me, Jay, you get the vaccine, you won't ever have to wear a mask a day in your life again. But you have to get the vaccine 5 times. 5 times a month for 5 months. 25 shots in total. No mask. Let's go. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. I am going to be I'm all over that. I am all over that. You could, if you want to stick the fucking needle in my eye to give me the injection, at least numb it up. I'm down. That's how much I hate masks. And my argument would be if I go into a place and I'm like, do you have your mask on? No, I got the vaccine. Here's a UPC. That's what I do, just like that, just like that. That's how much I hate the mask. You have no idea. Between your toes, a needle each time. Done. Anybody that served in the military, peanut butter in your butt? That's a real thing. Anybody that's served in the military, you know that little compressor needles that all fly out that inject you at the same time? Do that right on my cheek. I'll take the Oreo ring. You wouldn't do it, Brie? If they said no mask, get the vaccine.
No.
So you're not going to go with me? You ain't going to bang it out? So you going to what? You don't trust me?
I trust you.
No mask.
Yeah, but we don't get vaccinated for anything.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying we don't have to wear a mask. I know how much you hate the mask. It gives you a little bit of pimps.
I hate the mask.
I know, but now you take the vaccine, you get a little sick for a couple days. No more mask.
Or we just wait a week for someone to sell their barcode and buy it.
We could do that, but then when they scan the barcode and they're like, you don't look like a Walter, Bree. Walter is a dude that's 68.
Are you
look
identifying my gender right
I am.
now?
I'm identifying your gender
This
and your
man
crotch.
is identifying my gender
Yep,
right
I'd be
now.
like, you don't look like a Walter. You may be a Walteria, but you don't look like a Walter. You also don't look 62. So if this is you, what the fuck? This guy's also dead. Then you say, yeah, I voted under that name too. So you kind of hit him with the double negative. I would 100%, without a doubt, get a shot if they said, you don't have to wear a mask. You're bribing me with $1,500 isn't gonna work. The mask, yeah, you win. I'm gonna go. I'll go right now. I go right now. If you make that into an executive order, I will be the first motherfucker in that line. I, matter of fact, will go to sleep at 7 o'clock at night so I could wake up at 1 a.m. and go right there. Yes, sir. All day. All day. No problem.
Fauci has come out and said that even though you get a vaccine, it doesn't matter. You still have to mask up like everyone else.
Then that's no good. That's not going to work. Why? If it's making me immune to get the virus, I cannot carry it, I cannot transmit it, why the fuck do I need a mask?
So you don't infect others, Jay.
But I have the vaccine. Oh, you got chicken pox? Don't go around kids with chicken pox. Why not? Because you may give it to them double time. What? Bitch, I'm 86 in a wheelchair. Ain't no kid sitting on my lap. I don't look like Santa Claus. And even if I did, I don't have chicken pox to give it to them on top of what they already have. That's just ridiculous. See that right there? Turn me off. I'm not getting the shot. Just like that. But however, we have these governors that think that they're scientists, and Joe Biden, he wants to follow the laws of the science. So if the science says that, hey, I don't know, they seem to change the rules every day anyway. They're like, oh, well, if you take this, you do this, you'll be able to do this. Don't wear a mask. It's not going to do anything. Put a fucking face shield on. Here, if I could tattoo, hold on. If I could tattoo some shit on my face that would stop me from having to wear a mask, I would fucking do it. That's how much I hate the mask. That's not a joke. If there was, like, if you got, I don't know, let's just say a swastika on your forehead, like Marilyn Manson, and then that voids away the bad energy. Because the swastika is peace and science. I have too much of swastiks on my mind today. But you should see my research history. If that would push away the bad disease, so I don't get the coronas, I'm going to get that tattoo. You don't judge me. Absolutely. I feel like people for $1,500 that did. It's amazing how money persuades people, though. Bree, would you do it for $1,500?
No.
Would you do it for $5,000?
No.
$10,000. $25,000. A TTRS.
No.
I'll do her shot for her. Go ahead. Hit me up. I'm ready. What do you need? You need a vein? What do you need? You need to go on the eyelid? Where do you want to go with this? Let's get it done. But if it's just willy-nilly, no, I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. What's going on, Pashi? Long time no see, stranger danger. I'm not getting it either. Look how long it took to make a flu shot, the vaccine. Alicia, I also put you on the moderator blog. I don't know why you didn't have the wrench. For CO, it was made less than a year. I don't trust it. Yeah, that is a little bit, think about how long the measles shot. Bree, look up how long the measles shot. I think the measles shot took like 18 years. 18 years to get right. And shit, look how they still do smallpox today. That's still not 100% effective. People have gotten a smallpox shot and still gotten smallpox. That's a fact. Like, you can look that up. I shouldn't need to share this screen with you. Just Google it yourself.
2 years?
Was it 2 years? The look up measles. What did you just look up?
How long did it take to make measles vaccine?
Do smallpox. Do smallpox. It's one of them that took 18 years. Or TB. 18, 19 years. It's insane. What do you got?
Not as easy to look up.
All right, try chicken pox. Because smallpox is not really, well, it's not really a shot per se. It's like here it is.
Oh.
What do you got?
1970s to 1995 it was done.
The chicken pox?
Yeah.
So 25 years. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's one that took 19 or 18 years, but chicken pox, 25 years. Yeah, Bubs, we could get into that debate all day, brother, all day. I'll fight right in the corner, right with you. I feel the same way, man. Again, I'm not saying that coronavirus isn't real. I'm just not going to be the one to get the shot for it. I'm sorry. I am a firm believer that if I think me and Bree had it already, but it is what it is. There was a stretch where we were pooping like crazy. Like, we couldn't even make it to the toilet bowl. We would just shit on the floor and have the Roomba clean it up. We had to get another Roomba because of that shitty rollers. But, I'm not. If I get it, I get it, dude. Bill. I'm taking the Dwight Schrute route where I don't mind if I have to quite literally build up my own antibodies. If I have to set up these bowls that have fecal matter and dirt in it and rub it on my face, then great. I am that believer. And that's not even a matter of being a believer. That is factual, scientific data that your body builds antibodies for it. It's not a myth. Like, that's real. I'm a firm believer in whatever the fuck happens, happens. I'm also a firm believer, not to get religious, is when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. There's nothing that you can do to prolong that, regardless of however much money you have. Look at Jobs, Steve Jobs. My man just could not beat the cancer. He just could not do it. Didn't matter how much money you have. Patrick Swayze, same type of shit. I think one was prostate, the other one was pancreatic, or they might have both been pancreatic. Yeah, I think they both are pancreatic, because pancreatic cancer, once you get that, that's essentially it. Unless it's at the tail, then of course you can survive it, but the likelihood is still slim. So, you know, if that's the way that I'm going to go is get coronavirus and die, that's how it's going to go down. There's nothing, there's no shot that's going to fix that. Oh, Steelers, I've made plenty of lives over that of how many people drive around all by themselves in the car and they got the mask on. Or I was watching two people the other day, they had to be married because they were like kissing through the mask. It was at that point I realized I wish I had my phone on me. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of that nonsense. I'm just not going to be that person. Yeah, pancreatic cancer, man. That's it, dude. That's it. Nothing you could do. You get chemo and radiation and hope that it works, but it's such a small thing too. Your pancreas. Such is life. Amen to that, Mike. My triglycerides were so high. My doctor used to tell me all the time, Jay, you're gonna get pancreatic cancer. I don't know what to tell you. I'm working out. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating right. I don't know why my pancreas is working overtime, and I've got 986 triglycerides. I don't know what to tell you. Like there's nothing else I could change. Do you want me just to eat snow for like a month? Like, what do you want me to do? Just eat right. Eat right, bitch. I'm eating vegetables for breakfast. Do you know what it's like having broccoli and milk? It's disgusting. My farts are rancid all damn day. What do you want me to do? You want me to have spinach with yogurt? Oh, that sounds so delicious. Let's eat it up. I tried everything. I was making smoothies out of just vegetables. Do you know what it's like having cucumber, broccoli, and spinach shakes in the morning? And you're using water for the base? Fucking ew. Ew. You will be shitting. You know that's right. You're going to be pooping for days. You be healthy as hell. My triglycerides still will not go down. I don't know what to tell you. I've given up. It is not delicious at all. If they make schools mandatory to get the vaccines, that's going to suck. Then this is where those anti-vaxxers really come in, because those guys, when they party hard. Like we were doing the vape thing, the vape meet. Not it wasn't a vape meet, it was vape hearing in Trenton. Yo, those anti-vaxxers, when they came, they weren't fucking around. They were there to take down a building. Anti-vaxxers are no joke. You think BLM is serious? Shit. You don't want them to run into anti-vaxxers. They'll fuck you up in the middle of the street. It's a bunch of angry ass moms that haven't got out, haven't got laid, can't make dinner, can't clean the house. So the best thing they're good at is yelling and screaming. And when you get 1,000 of those, oh my God, you have a problem dealing with one. Can you imagine 100 in your house? That's it. It's over. I got to get the fuck out. Anyone under 16 won't and can't get the vaccine. Is that right, Pashi? Well, if that's, I don't know if that's true. Did you look that up, Brie?
No.
that anybody under 16 can't get vaccine? Are you sure about that? Which one are you talking about? The BioNTech, or are you talking about the Derma? Which one? I don't think that that's accurate. I thought the only one they can't get is the BioNTech. They could get the Derma Jammy.
The CDC voted in favor of recommending the vaccine for Americans 16 and older.
16 and older. So
11 to 0 vote.
So 16 and older can get it. Under 16 cannot get it.
That's because it hasn't been tested on children. It's going to be
Right. So that's the Pfizer BioNTech, the one you're talking about. That's not the Derma or the other one, because the Derma is going through the child trials right now. Yeah. So I guess you'll see. I guess the anti-vaxxers got their way, right? That's a good argument, though. It's a good argument. You're going to put some shit in your kid's arm? I was listening to 101.5. Brie would be happy about me because she loves this shit. But you don't like the lady because she's very democratic, very liberal. But she made a good point. She said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, right? I want my kids to get the same shots that I got growing up, right? Because I've lived this long. But I do not want my kids to get a corona shot that hasn't even been on the market for less than a month. If you can create a vaccine in less than a year that people will take for God knows how long, not knowing, right? I get it, they have trials. I get all that, right? But even if you have trials of 20,000 people, fuck it. Let's just say you have trials that I don't know how many people they have. I feel like the trials is what they're doing now. But let's just say they had 1 million people. 1 million people beta test the vaccine. How are you sure that it works? Hear me out. I've never gotten corona, or I have gotten corona. They don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened in the past 8 months. Do you have a way to test me? Okay. I have antibodies. So that can mean a lot of things. So I have antibodies in my system. So giving me the vaccine is going to do me no good. So I have to draw my blood, do the blood test, then give me the shot. So let's just say they do it on 1 million people. Guys, we have close to 400 million people in America. You don't know what that's going to do. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know. But for $1,500, I'll find out. For not having to wear a mask, I will get that shot 8 times. I will get it from every distributor. BioNTech, Derma, you name it. Line them up. Put them all on the table. I'll do it. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. You give me a little certificate that says I don't have to wear a mask. And I have to inject myself with all different versions of it. Give it to me. I'm be sick as shit for 3 days. But guess what? On that 3rd day, I'm going outside without a mask. It's about to be a fucking party. I got the paper. Every time I go into a place. Wait a minute. Don't say shit about the mask. I know that I got these big circles, but I got the paper. I got the fucking certificate.
Sir, this says that you just graduated from the Department of Vapology.
That's what I did. I'll show them my degree in vape. Well, yeah, I'm not a negative of it. I don't look, if people want to get it, they get it. Great. Have at it. Maybe it's the way that you approached it, little green tractor. I'm not telling anybody not to get it. That's what I'm saying, Kevin Long. I'm the same damn way. I don't care where you want it. But now Bree was telling me how Fauci said that it doesn't matter if you get the shot, that you still have to wear the mask. Yeah, I don't know why. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't add up. Fauci is already saying if you're jabbed, you have to wear a mask and be detained. You mean like locked up? Why are you getting locked up for getting the vaccine? The hell kind of vaccine are you getting? Yeah, I was reading some shit. This is crazy. Like the Brazilian prime minister president dude thinks people turn into crocodiles. Which is okay. Nobody's turning into a damn crocodile no matter what injection you take. The fuck do you think this is? Some kind of horror show? Nobody's turning into animals. If that's the case, someone is getting somebody's been on my block. I can tell you right now, I don't think it's bad. I don't like vaccine. Well, that's wrong. Um yeah, like measles, mumps, what else did I get? Polios, the smallpoxes.
Oh, you got the one that made the dent in your arm.
Yeah, smallpox, both arms. The peanut butter in the butt. I've got anthrax. I've gotten anthrax and make you sick as shit. I tell you that right now, especially when you get all 8 of those shots. Oh God. Hang a little anthrax card. I've putting a lot of shit through my body that the military just like to say, oh, you going over here in this certain town? Let's give you this vaccine. It's like biochemical warfare. You giving me an injection that's gonna make me sick that I just spread it to everybody else in that town. Oh God, remember those, John? The anthrax shots? But you didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice. You're in the military. You got to take the shot, man. Oh, well. Just like if the military says you got to take a shot, you got to take a shot. If they say you got to take the corona shot, you don't have a choice. It's not, I'm okay. No. No, you signed a piece of paper. Did you read all those before you signed your name and initialed each page? You're going to have to get it, man. Pentagon, troops won't be required to take the coronavirus vaccine.
How fascinating, because they make you guys take everything.
Everything. Well, there you go. So, Gil, if you're in here, brother, you're not going to have to take it. That's unique. I wonder why that is.
It gives me faith.
See, that makes me a little nervous now because I knew that they gave me shit that nobody else would have taken, so they just gave it to us. And I'm not making this up. Like, I could show you my shot card. I don't have it with me, but if you ask me at night while I'm gaming or something, I'll just pull out my medical file, my 201, and I'll just show you the anthrax shot card. I have like 5 of them because when you would miss one, you had to start all over from the beginning. That sucked. And it smelled funny. Like, you would think you don't smell a vaccine. Not this shit. They would inject it, and about an hour later, it'll start leaking out of the hole. Ew. This is not supposed to be this way. And they would say, well, just put some gauze on it. Right, so I just rub it on my skin, get a rash. They don't give a shit. Oh, what's this thing? Oh, you got some vestibules? Let's pop them. No. That's just the way it was. It's the way it was. Yeah, and people are getting shut down, Brian. I know. If I did this post over on the, it's all how you word it. You know, if I tell you not to take the vaccine, which I wouldn't. If you want to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. I don't think there's going to be any shitty side effects. I already covered that. I'm just saying, me myself, I'm not going to do it. That's my opinion. Unless they tell me I can't wear a mask. Then if there is cards that are given out for a shot, I will get them all. There are, well, I'm lying. I'm lying. See, I could be bought out. When people say Jay will never sell out, and I'll tell you that, but I'm lying to you. I will sell out. No fucking doubt about it. If I don't know about $1,500, to be honest with you, though, but if they legitimately said this shot, no masks, yo, let's go. You want to come to me, or you want me to go to you? I even go to like one of those vans, you know, where they give you they take your blood and they give you a cookie. I'll do that. I'll just meet up with a van that just comes to like parking lots. I don't even care if it's a used needle. Let's go. I'll take hepatitis. You give me hepatitis for a mask, non-mask wearer, I'm in.
Something a little weird.
That's a good trade-off. Go ahead.
Something a little weird about the vaccine. So you know how when you're running out of e-liquid, you have like 5 bottles of e-liquid that are pretty much tapped?
Yeah.
You combine those
Right.
to give you enough to get through
Sure.
your day. That's what they're doing with the coronavirus vaccine. So they can
Easy.
save the vials that have a little bit left and just
Okay, so
combine them.
nope. What Bree is a conspiracy theory
No,
right now.
that's what New York said. That was approved by the
no. I'm
CDC.
not trying to get this channel pulled right now. Bree is no that right there is like borderline. Okay, she already said it. So okay, I was not okay.
It was a joke. It's on the news. I didn't know.
No, I know it's on the news, but just because it's on the news, it doesn't mean that it doesn't violate YouTube's policies. It's fine. It'll be all right. YouTube will get over it. YouTube, you get my jokes. Don't be so sensitive. Don't be triple B's. Yeah, lace me up, man. I don't even care. Oh, you got the shot already, Pashi? Or are you talking about something else?
How was it?
Did anybody in here get the shot yet? Did you start growing extra toenails?
It doesn't look like you're extra.
No, I didn't see that about empty shots. No, I didn't see any of that.
So, on the I don't know if we talk. It's kind of conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, a little bit.
So go ahead, let's hit it.
On the thing that was on the news with people getting vaccinated, people who pay way too much attention to their TVs noticed that the plungers in the syringes were already depressed when it went into their arm. So no vaccine was actually administered.
So they just stuck you with a needle.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Stop. All right. Wait. You realize how, like, when sometimes you get a vaccine, it's so quick.
When she pushed her thumb on it, it didn't move.
So maybe it was jammed.
Yes, that's what it is. But the hospital came out and said that if there was any, like, idea that it was fake, that it's okay because we gave them all a second shot. Which is very peculiar because why are you giving them? Why wasn't that televised?
Wait, hold on a second. Backtrack. So is there? Let's show me a video. Show me a video of it being empty and be going into the arm. No, Brian Feeney, I haven't been open since April. March. We've been closed. Not just because of the FDA, but because of the New Jersey law. Well, there's lots of there's gonna be lots of conspiracies. It's the way that it is. Yeah, I want to see the video of that. I don't want to see somebody talking about it or a picture. I want to see it. Like, go in the arm with nothing in it and then pretend to plunge it.
I hate how Google doesn't prioritize YouTube.
My work does not say we have to have it, but it's our choice. I work for the state of Texas. Why does that name look so familiar to me? Night Clover. I've seen that somewhere. Making it mandatory, huh? Yeah. I can see a lot of places doing that.
So the video that the news reported has been pulled from YouTube, and I cannot find the video on YouTube at all. So just give
apparently, Tim Pool. Look up Tim Pool. TIMPOOL. Did a video on it. So if you do Tim Pool vaccination, it's in his video. You got to look at these things, man, from all angles, man.
He has way too many videos.
Recent to by recently uploaded videos. Um, yeah, no, Nightclub. I know you were a member over on the Hayes channel. I know your name from something. Oh, the guy I played with World of Tanks the other day. That's where I saw it, Night Clover. Really good tier 10 heavy. Nothing
He posts way too much. There's like 60 posts
on his YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know he had YouTube.
Yeah, his YouTube, not his Twitter. Don't do his Twitter. That's just gonna be a barrage of a post every fucking 2 minutes.
So boring.
Yeah, no. Go to his YouTube.
Also, way too many videos. I don't know. We don't have time.
Eddie posted it in WhatsApp.
That's not.
No, Eddie, that she's definitely plunging.
This is the still. So the still that they took of the video.
This one?
Yes. So when she goes to do
Oh, I see the plunger's down.
Yeah,
I see
it's
it.
down already. It doesn't do anything when she pushes it.
Is Mike in here? What's up, Mike? Yeah, I just got it, brother. I just thank you, Mike Vapes.
He found it. That Tim Pool dude has thousands of uploads.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I got you, Mike. Yeah, I see. That's a little weird. That's legitimate. Where is that original post though? Like who? So you just shared that, Eddie. Are you able to pull that up? The original. I don't want to share it from WhatsApp, and I can't share it from Facebook.
Yeah, I tried to pull it up.
And I don't know if I want to share it on YouTube in general. But
because they pulled it.
Yeah, if the video was originally, well, then there's no copyright on it. If it was pulled off of YouTube from the original, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. And you see him like trying to touch the plunger, like, like there ain't shit in here. Now I'm just gonna play with the tip. Like he didn't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, not a lot of words, man. Well, Reaper, if you go back on DVR and play it back from the beginning, you'll see that certain areas are being prioritized, and we're not even talking about emergency workers. We're just talking about like people in the ghetto. Like it's legitimate. It's a place in Tennessee. I posted the link in the beginning.
Do you want me to read it?
No. It's fine. They could just go back and watch it. Yeah, I'm not gonna put the video up. I'm just saying that I just saw the video. It's weird too because when he takes the cap off the needle, like he looks at the needle before he puts it in. So you just basically stabbed me. That's all you did. Like you just said, oh, I got the vaccine. Here we go. And swab it, and we're out of here.
Okay, Jay, are you ready?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, so what I was saying is earlier, there is that actually feels like I just got a shot. There's little what do you call them, like stunt needles where they actually have fluid in them. This is real. It's like a magic trick. They have needles that you could put fluid in, and you could put the needle into the skin, and it kind of goes into itself, but it makes it invisible. And then the plunge acts as a way as if you're still using the plunger, but the fluid just kind of goes in like a hidden chamber on the inside. It's a real thing. So I feel like maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying that the vaccine's fake. I'm not saying that, but I mean, there's definitely ways where you could give all the nurses magical needles. Where can you find that vid? John, Eddie, can you put that on Discord? Put that on the Discord. No, I haven't seen it. I saw the old lady where she jumped on the ceiling, though.
That was funny.
They did the movie from Legion. Yeah, I don't know, man. So if you get it, you guys let me know how it is, man. I'm sure you'll absolutely, Tracy. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. Thank you for the 10 beans. You let me know how it is. I don't know when anybody's going to get it unless we have people that are in senior citizen homes that are in my chat. I doubt that very much.
Or people in certain areas.
Or people in the ghetto probably can't afford internet, so that's not a thing. I guess if you're in a mandatory job situation, that's probably the most likely to where you're going to get the shot. You let me know. Give me a heads up. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you turn into a crocodile, because apparently that's what Brazil thinks. Got a couple more minutes left on this live, guys. You got to want to ask any questions or you want to submit a comment, just do it now. Do it now. Do it good. Take that needle just like you could my neck, my back. You work in a nursing home, so yeah, Reaper, you probably be, second set to get it. Well, yeah, the way that they're talking about it, okay. Again, I covered it in the beginning. Yeah, you probably gonna need to get one, Dan, right? Because all your time you spend in the hospital region. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, Chatter. They make that a thing, dude. I will be in line tomorrow. I'm not even shit today. Today, if I could get 100% confirmation, like if when Biden becomes president, we're not going to get into the debate that Trump won. I'm not going to do it. That I've got other videos on this channel to really go over that. But when Biden goes into office, if he says 100 days you wear the masks, and then if you get a vaccine within those 100 days, well, then again, I can't listen to a damn word that guy says anyway. No way, no how. But I will be getting that vaccine. Bree says no, but she'd be with me. She would do it. Bree would do it. She says no because she's like nervous of it. But if she sees me do it, she'll get in line. She can talk all that tough shit. Bree's a big ceramic doll. She breaks easily.
Yeah, ankles.
And she got those swollen ankles. Yeah, see what happens, man. You let me know, Dan. Maybe you get a special version. Maybe you'll get the version where there's no juice in the needle. It's gonna stick you with it and give you a UPC. Hey, you and me both, Bachi. You and me both. But we gotta accept the outcome, right? You gotta admit defeat. Admit defeat.
Can we talk about the funny news?
Yeah, I'll let you talk about the funny news for a little bit. Go for it.
Okay, this is fun. A U.S. judge in Michigan has ruled that a 42-year-old man can seek compensation from his parents for destroying his extensive pornography collection. He was living with his parents following a divorce and has sued them over the items, which he claims are worth over $25,000.
Okay, so my question is what kind of porn collection do you have that's worth $25,000? Like, what in the hell is in? Do you have like a gold-plated Playboy version? Like, what is so $25,000? And then why are you living with your parents at 42 years old? Like, there are a lot of questions that are raised with just that one title. You make me want to read the rest of the story because I've got to figure out what the fuck do you have? You've got like limited edition DVDs. No, Tracy, no. I'm gonna slow down on the Twitch jammies. Well, I may, but it'll be like for an hour and then I'm out. I can't keep doing the 4-hour jammies. It cuts into reviews, cuts into a lot of time. A lot of time. It's all special editions. Yeah, you got the platinum annuals. You got lots of stuff.
Who sues their parents? Like,
Some dirtbag. That's who does. That's what I'm saying, Bashi. 42 years old and living with your parents. There's not a lot to say there. Like, I mean, I feel like once that went to court, the judge would have been like, I'm not even taking this shit. They're gonna have to go somewhere else. They're gonna have to go to people's court. They still do that, right? Or like Judge Judy. I think she still does that. I'm sure there's some judge that'll take that on. Don't put me in that courtroom, though. I'm like, dude, you're 42. Why? Well, I guess the next question would be is why are the parents looking around and snooping around in his room? Unless it's the living room and it was underneath the couch and they were trying to vacuum. Or the Roomba picked it up and it got stalled.
I feel like $25,000 worth of pornography, though, would take up like a couch area.
But how? All right, look. So my question is who evaluated it?
That's also a valid question.
Like who said what year did you have? Oh, you had a 1973 special edition? Okay, that right there is $825. What else did you have? Oh, you had Yank My Crank, I'll Flood Your Mouth? That DVD as well? Okay, that's worth $38. Let's equate those two. Good, now we're at 900 plus. Like, how did you evaluate that? Like, did he pull up receipts? And who keeps receipts of all the pornography shit you buy?
And wouldn't they have lost value? Like, they don't appreciate, they depreciate.
Especially when the pages are stuck together. This ain't worth $25,000 anymore. It's a $6 magazine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I've heard about people getting arrested for saying they got corona and sneezing on cops and shit. Like using that. Yeah, using that as like a threat device. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work, man. All on VHS. Yeah, now VHS I can see holding value. Especially got on Laserdisc. Now we're talking money because they only made like 2 of those. So considering you got 1 and 2. What's up, Barbara? Long time no see, stranger danger. What you laughing at? Bree?
He said that they were all on VHS.
Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. The animal situation, I haven't heard of that. I heard the last thing I heard is that animals and dogs can't get it because it's too mutated for animals to get it. They could get their own version, like COVID-6 or something. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in, chilling, hanging out. It is chilly as shit, and this tattoo is definitely. I've never seen a tattoo do this before. The ink is coming out of it. That is freaking weird. All right. Well, I'm going to dip out. Thank you all for watching. Tracy, thank you for the donation. You guys be good. Stay beautiful. I will see you sometime in the near anytime. Okay.